One afternoon in the summer of 2014, the sun was shining brightly. A couple was playing and laughing in a water park, unaware that their phone had taken a dip in the water. Perhaps the love-soaked water had too much intensity, causing the phone to go to sleep for 9 years. The couple once took it to a phone repair shop for rescue, but perhaps the skills back then were limited, and the technician hastily issued a death certificate for the phone. Now, with their 10th wedding anniversary approaching, they want us to try and see if we can bring it back to life. Their wish is to greet their 10-year younger selves through this small 4-inch screen on their anniversary. The most precious 10th anniversary gift could actually come from themselves 10 years ago. I hope I don't mess up this romantic gesture. After removing the back cover, we can still see traces of water inside. Signs of the passing years. The water indicator on the motherboard had turned red. This is the craftsmanship of Apple's iPhone from 10 years ago, comparing it with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. In 10 years, iPhones have gotten larger, but the motherboard inside has become smaller. Some people quietly watch the video, but they secretly like, comment, share, repost, and follow. Such people are truly adorable. We connected the power supply to test it, and the current showed that the motherboard was short-circuited over 9 years. Technology has advanced, and what technicians couldn't fix back then, we can now easily pinpoint with a thermal imaging camera by scanning the hot spots on the motherboard. With the help of modern tools, we still use traditional methods, applying rosin to the heating area. The power supply helped us precisely locate the problem. The issue that led to its death 9 years ago was just a small damaged capacitor. We removed the faulty capacitor and reconnected the power supply for testing. Now, the motherboard was no longer short-circuited. We triggered the power button using tweezers to boot the phone. After 9 years, I almost forgot where the power button trigger point was. The current showed the motherboard could boot up. We reinstalled the motherboard into the case for further testing. We connected the power supply, pressed the power button, and the current showed the phone was booting, but the screen wasn't displaying. Could the screen also be damaged from water exposure? Under the microscope, we saw that both the display connector and the screen connector had corrosion. We used a soldering iron to resolder the corroded areas. The screen connector also needed resoldering. Okay. We reconnected the screen and booted the phone with the power supply for testing. This time, the Apple logo appeared, the bitten Apple logo with a missing chunk. Many new iPhone users may have never seen it. Okay. We successfully entered the system. After being idle for 9 years, the battery had definitely lost its charge. We needed to activate it. The charging port had water damage and was oxidized, so we had to clean it. Finding a charger for an iPhone 4 connector was quite a challenge. After searching through drawers for a while, we finally found an old adapter used to unlock iPads back in the day. Fortunately, it worked for charging too. Okay. After booting up, we experienced the nostalgia of unlocking the phone. To be honest, I still prefer the design of the old iPhone UI system. We clicked into settings and checked the phone storage. There were 9 videos and 434 photos. Back then, a 16 GB phone had 1.8 GB of storage left. Running iOS 5.0, it's fair to call this phone a relic. At this point, our mission was complete. We cleaned the motherboard and reassembled everything. We also carefully cleaned the phone's exterior. Now, allow me to say hello to you through the screen. Greeting your 9 years ago selves, let me secretly tell you, this is what the latest iPhone looks like. Even though it's bigger, with more features, everyone agrees that it's just a continuation of your classic design. Finally, happy 10th wedding anniversary to you both. This video will have many strangers sending you their best wishes. I hope you come back and watch this again on your 20th anniversary.